Sky Runner, it says, "So I have a question. If I wanted my character to look at the viewer and then wave hello with its right hand and say, 'Hi, how are you?' How would I script that? Because nothing I do seems to work. All I get is this random sounds, never any actual speech." So let's go ahead and try to use this Tila figure right here and see if we can't create that scenario in Knock Knock. Now, I know not everybody here likes AI and the stuff I do with AI. That's fine. But if you do want to learn something cool, let's check it out and figure this out. Let me go and turn the camera around. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike, I sent your package off today too. So, I have Knock Knock up right here on my iPad, and the goal is look at the viewer, wave hello with its right hand, and say, "How are you?" How would you script that? So, first of all, with all these figures in the background, it's going to kind of make it hard for the AI to figure out what the heck I want it to do. So, let's move some of these figures out of the way so I can get a nice solid picture without 10,000 He-Man in the background. I'll just set this for here right now. Oh, I still got my new one in the way. Okay, let's see if I got enough space here. Okay, that should do it. All right, so let's first get our iPad and take a picture. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. One would be to do it as a oh, what do you call it? A frame flow where you have one hand up, one down, and that way it's forced. But let's try it without the frame flow first. You can see I got my Tila nice and centered on there pretty good. I'll take a picture of her. There we go. Ka-chink. And you know what? For fun, I'll raise her right hand up as if she is waving, just so we can short circuit the thing. Wish I had an open hand to put in there, but I don't. And let's take a second picture. There we go. Oh, they're live photos. Man, stinky live photos. Let's try it again. Number 2. And herp, herp. And number 1. All right. So we got that set up. Let's see if there's any comments yet. Hey, Alex, thanks for joining us. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my knock knock going. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, my camera's in the background. That's so weird. I know you could do that. Anyway, and let's go ahead and plus this, bring image to life, and upload image. And now you can choose the cropping you want. So we're going to put this in a video. We probably want, hey, they don't have, that's funny. They told me they're supposed to have that 9:16. That looks like 9:16. Let's see what that does. No. Oh well, we'll just leave it for now. And we'll hit next. And let's see if we can do this. So subject. And let's have it look for people. Female action figure. That will work. Sorry, the light's probably shining on this. Let me turn that off while I'm doing this. And done. Lifts right hand, waves in the air, hello, and says, "Hi, how are you?" Question mark. Now I'm going to put this in quotes just to see if that helps. And let's not click enhance yet. Let's just go ahead and hit the checkbox. And let's just see what the heck this does. Animate. And we'll do the 10 seconds just because it's going to take forever and a day. So we'll go and let that animate. And just sit that right there against my television. It's so funny. My granddaughter, she has started really liking these figures. I've been giving her one at a time. First, I gave her Evil Lynn a long time ago. And then I gave her the bird lady, the sorceress. And then just the other day, I found out she really wanted a She-Ra. I had no idea she wanted She-Ra. And she was, I really want a She-Ra, Grandpa. She's only 5. So I gave her a choice of the cartoon collection one or the original one we got with Origins. And she really couldn't decide. She really liked the original one better for how it looked, but liked the shield for the cartoon one. And then eventually she chose the original one. And then the other day she was looking at this and grabbed my figure and played with her for a while. It was kind of funny. But I do have to get her a Tila sometime soon. I asked her if she wanted any boy figures. She said no. So I got my answer. But I didn't think she'd be into them. But she's been having a blast playing with them now lately. All right. So for those who just joined, this was the original question that was asked. And let's go ahead and check out the comments. Mine used to load kind of quick. I saved Hordak and Grizzlor. Yes, you did, Mike. Now, you are right. It depends on the time of day. Now, if you're using Knock Knock in the middle of the night or really early in the morning, it does go a whole heck of a lot faster than it does when you're just doing it. Right now, it's a higher volume. And I have noticed also when it comes to sound effects and speech that it does work better at those times too. Sometimes the sound effect just doesn't quite work right when it's in a high volume time. So we'll see. If it's too high volume, we may not get a result we want today, but we shall see. So while we're waiting, let me go and line up my 2000X customs that I made a long time ago. Now this one here isn't totally custom, just the accessories are. And then this one here, no, it's not a custom. This one here is a custom. And I'll have you guys vote while we're waiting. Oh, you know what? I think it might be done. It's ready to edit. Wow. Mike, you were right. It actually went faster. All right, let's take a look. Well, she did wave her hand. Sounds like she's saying hi. Oops. I just want the volume up. Oh. Okay, hold on. I got to turn off my camera in the background. Erp. Yeah, see, it did not generate the sound. And like I was saying, sometimes it doesn't do that when it's at a high volume time frame. Let's try to add the AI sound effect and see if it will add the speaking. All right, while it's doing that, I want you guys to go and vote. So here we go. Wow, it already finished. That's crazy. Let's see what it did. Well, that's not what I wanted. That is awful. Delete. All right, let's go ahead and add voice here. And let's just use Wonder Woman's voice because that's fun. And we will say, let's see. Hi, how are you? Hi, comma, how are you? Yes, it would be cool if they had more voice options. I've never used a voice on Knock Knock before. I always do my own voices somewhere else. All the male voices I usually do myself. The female voices I either ask one of my in-laws, my daughter-in-laws, or I use a different AI program to generate them. Um, my final output is very rarely in Knock Knock. My final output's usually in YouTube. UbiTubi on Ruby. All right, well, that's generating. Let's see your guys's options. 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we have the standard 2000X, the jungle, the snake armor, and the ice armor. So, and again, this one's not very customized, just his sword and his uh, claw and his shield there. All right, let's take a look at your guys' results. No one's voting on my guys. Oh, there we go.
Hi, how are you?
Well, the voice does not match up with the wording because it was generated at different times. So that kind of stinks.
Hi, how are you?
And that does not sound like Wonder Woman to me at all. Weird. All right. I am not liking this. So let's go here. Let's go to drafts. Let's go to edit.
Hi, how are you?
What? Maybe it's not edit I want. Hold on a sec. Burp. Refine. There we go. That's what I want. Create new. And we'll change it to 5 seconds instead of 10. And we'll see if we can get it to do it this time. We'll try cinematic. Cinematic usually costs more. And let's see if we can get her to talk with cinematic. We'll do the pro. What the heck? What? Do it. Do it now. All right. That's generating. We'll just set it back here so we can keep an eye on it. All right, let me check out your guys' votes now. Was there a poll? There was no poll. Being it's live, I didn't actually do a poll. Number 4, Ice Armor, says Mike. Black Phoenix also says Ice Armor. And yep, Mike's the same. All right. Yes, the Ice Armor is really cool. I love this one a lot. It's a fun one. It's funny, though, when it came to the original 2000X figures, the Ice Armor was one of my favorites, but he came out a little later in the line. They used the same body as Fisto. But before he came out, I really liked this design here that they had on the 2000X. I liked the boot knife. This one doesn't have a boot knife, though. I didn't put it on there. And I also just liked certain things about him. He was just so cool. Kind of like the Tarzan of He-Man. Tarzan of He-Man. He kind of reminded me of the original, from the original He-Man comic, being at the boot knife and jungle-like and everything else. This one here is almost the same. Now, I did not design these parts. These ones were actually bought on Shapeways and then painted them myself. And then this one I did design, the claw, so I can grab out. The original one is super short. Short, short, short. All right, 31%. And then, of course, the classic style of 2000X He-Man. Not a lot of changes in the way he looks from the original design, but oh, it's ready to edit. I'll stop blabbing about my 2000X He-Man customs. Stand, He-Man, stand. We're wasting time. Okay, we'll just knock him down. Let's see what we got here. Syncing data.
Hi, how are you?
That's not too bad, except for the music. I hate when they add the music to it like that, but check it out. It does actually work.
Hi, how are you?
All right. So it's so annoying. Anyway, so let's go ahead and hit next. Failed to process file. All right. There we go. Friendly hero appears. Publish. And download. No watermark. All right, let me go to my album.
How are you?
And there it is.
Hi, how are you?
I think it's what the guy was looking for. So hopefully he sees this video. I'll put a link to it in his question.
Hi, how are you?
Hopefully you guys can hear that. Let me turn the microphone around.
Hi, how are you?
Hooray, we got it to work. You can stop now.
Hi, how are you?
Now, I'd probably try to render it a few more times, and to get rid of the music, I'd probably type in there, no music, or some other things like that. But anyway, let's check out the final vote, and then I'm going to end the video and post it to the question the guy had. So far, Ice Armor's way ahead of all the rest. I've been celebrating my birthday for 2 days now. Hey, congratulations, Mike. Oh, somebody said number 1. Hooray. So 1 and 4. All right. Cool, cool. I know he's not much of a custom. Oh, I can understand that. But this guy's so cool looking. Look at those stripes. Oh, the stripes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now.